Oh my goodness, Charlie! Don't be killing girlfriend! Charlie! Oh, honey, girlfriend's in trouble.
Yep.
Girlfriend's in trouble.
Saver.
Well, I was already talking to him. I was like, well, that might be the reason why.
It's like you dating my ex-girlfriend.
That ain't no joke, because that's exactly what I told my wife. I'm like, they went with me because Daniel left them.
Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it's going to be a hot, muggy day today. Summer's winding down, but it's still going to be a hot one. And I've got a few projects I need to do this morning, a few things I need to take care of. Morning, goats. First off, I'm going to try to move the goats to the back pasture and get them some fresh pasture, because this field they're in's running slim, and the donkeys have their own pasture over here, but I got to move the goats through the donkey pasture to get them to the back. So try to sneak back here while the donkeys are off grazing in the backfield so that I can shut gates and run goats through. Probably end up turning Maggie in with the donkeys so that she can go to the back pasture too. And I think the plan is my wife and kids are planning on spending most of the day on the lake, taking the Mastercraft out, and we're running out of summer days quickly. I'm ready to not be sweating all the time, but I am going to miss the lake. What are you doing, girlfriend? You following me? You just going to follow me around in the pasture today? All right. I don't see the donkeys, but that just means they're over there in tall grass grazing. So I'm going to shut this back gate so we don't mix donkeys and goats, and let the goats out. Don't want them going out here, because that hot wire that keeps the donkeys in will not keep these 4 goats in. Not even close. Oh yeah, they're way over there. Just grazing away. Good deal. All right, Kels. Come on, let's shut the gate. You coming in? Come on. Kelsey, come here. All right, step 1 done. Now, if the goats will follow me, we'll move them to the back pasture. So I'm gonna do that. Then the next item on the agenda today. So I watch a lot of different YouTube channels. That's all I watch. And most of you guys probably know Brandon Eddy from Eddy Family Farm. Is pretty much a neighbor of ours. He lives, I don't know, 12, 15 miles from us. And I was watching a video the other day of him trimming trees along the edge of their hayfield. And it like hurt. Had a little pain inside of me, because I was like, he is standing in the front of his bucket on his tractor with a rock bucket that's got sharp points, with a pole saw trimming trees way up in the air, and his wife Stephanie's driving the tractor. We've all done it, I get it, but as I get a little older, I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. It just looked scary to me. It looked dangerous to me. And so I called Brandon and I said, man, does your tractor have front hydraulics for a third function valve? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Let's not get in the tractor bucket and trim trees. I've got the tool for you. So I got to go dig out the right tool. It's kind of buried in the barn right now because I haven't used it in a while. Goose! Hush! I'm talking. So once I move these goats, I'm going to go get a tractor and start moving implements around and see if I can dig out my mini clip tree shear. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Let's go. Maggie, you come on too. Come on in. We'll leave Pepper and Charlie over there. Come on, Maggie. It's just a dirt floor barn. It's not going to hurt you. Maggie, come on. You want over here. Trust me. It's going to benefit you. Now, do I put you in with the goats or the donkeys? Maggie, get over here. You stay in here, Big Bird. Maggie, come on. Come on. Big Bird. You animals are just dumb. Not really, I'm joking. Pepper, I don't want you in here right now. Alright, so Maggie's not going with the goats. I'll have to get Charlie in a minute, but come on, goats, let's go. I got better pasture for you. Charlie, don't be scaring the goats. Okay? Come on, goats. Lambert, don't eat that. Not right now. Come on, I got better food for you. Come on. Come on, goats. Somebody needs to get out here and pick up some sticks, Charlie. Come on, goats. Come on. Charlie, not you. Come on, goats. Come on. Let's go, Skip. Come on. Let's go. I am not. Really? Come on, Skip. Lambert understands the assignment. Let's go, Skip. I ain't trying to let Charlie out. Go. All right. You 4 girls have an abundance of food out here right now. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, okay? Knock the tops off the weeds. Eat the best stuff first, because you're a goat. That's what you're going to do, so there you go. Enjoy. Have fun. Get your bellies full. We'll check on you later, okay? Well, Maggie would have enjoyed that pasture, but that's okay. Eventually, I'll get her. Probably won't put her back here. I'll probably turn her where she can go out with the donkeys. That was the original plan. Need to fix some fence. Billy Goat stretched it out at some point, pushing on it. Huh. Look at Maggie. All you had to do was walk through the gate. All right, Maggie. Let's try this again. Come on. Maggie, come here. Maggie. Are you being stubborn? Huh? Yeah, you better go. Uh-huh. That's what happens when the boss shows up. I asked for help, and Maggie's like, okay, I quit. I give up. Okay, well, Maggie's in there now. Are you off on an adventure?
Yep. Just going to get the youngest and some groceries.
You mean ice for the lake, for the cooler?
That too.
We don't say cooler in the South.
No.
Our friends call it a cooler. We call it an ice chest.
Apparently some people don't use the word supper.
Supper? Oh, that's a great debate. Supper or dinner?
Dinner is fancy supper.
Yeah.
Or lunch. I feel like older folks use dinner for the lunch term.
Mm-hmm. The midday meal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a random thought of the day.
Intrusive thought. There you go.
If that's your worst intrusive thought, you are very sheltered. Kelsey, you drinking the nastiest, dirtiest little water bowl on the whole property.
Yeah, duck water.
Duck
Gross.
water.
Sicko. She's like, oh, let me try this one then.
Yeah. She's going to taste them all. I got to dump and refill water. It's supposed to be hot today. Also, in case anybody's wondering, Pepper does get hot. Pepper doesn't have a pond to roll in or anything. So what I've done, I mentioned this a while back, I do this every summer. I put a sprinkler up out here, and that sprinkler goes off on an automatic timer for about 30 minutes between, I think, 2 and 3 o'clock when it's good and hot outside. So it goes off for about 30 minutes and makes Pepper a nice little mud hole, and Houston's tortoises are in here. Oh my goodness, Charlie! Don't be killing girlfriend! Charlie! Oh, honey. Girlfriend's in trouble.
Yep.
Girlfriend's in trouble.
Saver.
Charlie! Oh, good jump, girlfriend. Get over here. Actually, hey, Charlie, why don't you chase her in here? I need you back in here. You punk. Why are you trying to kill the turkey? Charlie, quit picking on my girlfriend. That's rude, buddy. Here. Here. Let's go this way. Go back in your pasture. Go, Charlie. You're welcome. I saved your life, girlfriend. Leave the big ugly bird alone, okay? You know, sometimes stupid hurts. Sometimes stupid hurts. And if she doesn't stay away from him, her stupid's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
She's just taunting him now.
Well, I understand that too.
Like, why? Why did he decide to attack the turkey? I will say this. This morning, I was drinking my coffee, minding my own business. Me and the dogs were sitting in the recliner having a cup of coffee at about 7 o'clock this morning. And Bear was asleep on the porch. And I heard Bear go crazy, like something was eating him alive. So I jumped up because I thought maybe a snake had slithered up on the porch. No. Turkey, wherever her little friend is, that one and her little peach friend,
Yeah.
Linda, were literally attacking Bear on the front porch.
I heard the racket.
I thought something was eating him alive. He was minding his own business, asleep probably.
Yeah.
And they attacked him.
Maybe they're just spicy today.
Spicy females.
It happens to the best of us.
I have dealt with that before.
What?
Spicy. That's a very great way of putting it. Spicy.
I almost bought a sweatshirt the other day. That's all it said.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Well, that was a little more drama than I was really expecting this morning. I'm already sweating through a shirt. It's getting hot. Yeah, I figured all the commotion would get you girls back up here. Y'all tired of grazing this morning already? Or you just think it's lunchtime or something? Breakfast, lunch, I don't know. You don't care. Y'all just got FOMO, don't you? FOMO donkeys. Y'all scared you're going to miss something. Huh? Arlo? All right, well, let's go introduce you girls to Maggie. She's now in your pasture. I mean, you know who Maggie is, but she's one of you, okay? Treat her right, please, Phoebe. Don't be a bully. Don't be a jerk, okay? Just be nice. Oh, goodness. Look at this. Maggie's being bashful. Come on, Maggie. Come hang out with the donkey girls. They're little like you. Come on, Maggie. Come on. Come say hi to Phoebe. Now that you're not on the other side of the fence. I don't want to see any fighting, biting, kicking, stomping, snorting. Goose, shut your pie hole. You trying to be the referee? Running interference? Well, Phoebe, Maggie, you girls are together now. Take her to the back pasture and show her where all the good grass is. Goose, this is why you don't have any friends, okay? All right, Pepper. Here's your special treatment. Don't dump it all out this time, okay? Just enjoy your peace and quiet while you eat alone. You don't have to deal with goats. Charlie's over there having a little breakfast. Pepper's over here having some breakfast. I'm gonna dump out, clean out, fill up water troughs, and send these girls off to graze. I'm after is this mini clip tree shear right here. I'm gonna have to do a little work on it. I gotta change the couplings and stuff. I've got it set up. The last time I ran it was on my skid steer, which isn't here, by the way. It's in the shop getting the AC worked on. So I'm gonna have to move my extremely heavy disc mulcher with 574. Obviously it's not built to run that machine, but it will pick it up and at least move it out of the way. I need to spray some weeds back here. My equipment shed's kind of growing up, but I got back here poking around and looking, and I forgot all about these. These are artificial fish structures that I pulled out of the pond. They all came from Pond King, but I may need to get those put back in the pond. These little habitat things are made for minnows, small fish. You know, they can swim into it and get away from predators. And then there's a whole bunch of like artificial grass and things. I need to get it put back in the pond. So, all right, well, let's get it out of here, and I'm gonna have to get it up to the house, to the shop, and plug it in. It's got a battery. This thing has a battery because it runs on a little diverter off of a key fob so that you can rotate it, because obviously the front end of a tractor only has one set of hydraulics, and that's what controls the clip. But right now it's sitting flat because I was cutting cedars off at the ground and stuff with the skid steer. So I need to get it set up so that a little key fob will work and it'll rotate. And that battery hasn't been charged in over a year, so I haven't used this thing in quite a while, but I did use it a lot for a couple of years. What? You think we're going for a ride? You ready to go for a ride, Kels? Not right now, sister. I gotta work. I gotta get this thing cleaned up and ready to go. Get it fixed up and put to work. Won't fit in my box. Alright, set up for skid steer. Flat face couplers are not going to work for Brandon's tractor, I know. So I got some tractor couplers that I took off of this, and I'll just put them back on. All right, looks like we're all good to go. Other than the battery, I'm gonna let it charge overnight. Got everything greased up, got the hydraulic fittings changed out. Heck, I've even already got a trailer hooked up. So I'm gonna let this charge all night. We're gonna go hang out on the lake for a few hours this afternoon. I think the plan is to actually take my little portable grill and cook. I don't know what we're cooking on the side of the lake somewhere later, but let this charge, do its thing. It may need a new battery. That battery on there is a few years old and it hasn't been charged in at least a year. But worst case scenario, I stop at Tractor Supply, grab a new battery, throw on there, 15 bucks. It should be good to go. The only thing it can't do right now is rotate. But I want to make sure it's working properly before I take it to Brandon, and let's this might save his life, really. Either way, he'll be able to get up and trim some serious trees. I mean, I use this thing a lot. It's called the Mini Clip by Precision Manufacturing, which Precision has actually sold. They're not the same company anymore. This is still being manufactured, but under a different name. And really, honestly, I think probably one of the main reasons I even called Brandon and said, hey, I'm going to bring this to you is, well, safety first. That's obvious. But really, it's because I like to see people succeed. Brandon came to me years ago when I was a state trooper. He was a full-time county deputy. I had a YouTube channel. He did not. He pulled up next to me one night. I'll never forget it, and neither will he. He pulled up next to me. We're just sitting there talking. I can tell you exactly where we were sitting. And he said, I want to start a YouTube channel. But Brandon was not a talker. He's a man of few words back then. He didn't say a lot, and he was definitely not somebody that was going to be comfortable on camera. But he wanted to start a YouTube channel, and he wanted to do it with his kids. I said, do it, go for it. And they started right at home. And he would build these wooden American flags, and then they started raising quail and doing a few things, and was very uncomfortable on camera, and it showed. It was not great quality content, but he was trying. And that's where we all start out at. We all start with 0 subscribers and look uncomfortable on camera. But I want to see people succeed, genuinely. I like to see people succeed, and especially in the social media, YouTube content space, because that's where my passion is over the last 10 years. And over the years, I've gave shout outs and helped people grow and taught them and talked them into starting channels and all that. And I think one prime example is Brandon and his whole family. They were living in a rent house in town and didn't have anything. I mean, could barely survive. And he was a full-time deputy sheriff, which did not pay hardly anything. And over the years, I've seen him go from that rent house to buying a piece of property and moving out there in an RV and building a house and growing their farm. And it's just been cool to watch. But another guy that I'm so proud of, and I've talked about him many times over the years, is my buddy Jack. He had a channel called Grow Jack Outdoors, and Grow Jack was the huge watermelon and pumpkin grower. And Grow Jack, the channel Grow Jack, never really took off. But Jack was passionate, and he would grow these giant watermelons and pumpkins and take them to the state fair and win awards, and take them to the Oklahoma City Zoo, and they'd feed them to elephants, and it was cool to see. But then his dad started another channel that was much smaller. There really wasn't much to speak of in the beginning. They started out with 0 subscribers like the rest of us. And it's called Speed Bump Garage. And Jack, if you've never watched Jack was born with a cleft palate and had surgery and all, the stuff that people with cleft palate deal with over the years. And I'm sure probably got made fun of in school, and sure got poked fun at everywhere he went, and has dealt with some struggles through that probably. I don't know. Jack's never told me, but I'm sure he's been bullied on the internet. But you go look at Speed Bump Garage now. One of these days, I'm going to get Jack's autograph. Like, Jack likes to tell people, his dad likes to tell people that I'm the reason they started a YouTube channel. I talked them into it. But they're fixing to hit 2 million subscribers on YouTube, on Speed Bump Garage. Now, it's mostly all short-form content, but Jack went out the other day and bought this old beat-up 3-wheeler that didn't run and made a video about it, and I think it's got somewhere between 15 and 18 million views across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Just YouTube alone, I think it's got close to 7 million views. That I could not be more excited and more proud of that little dude. Jack has grown up. It's been fun watching him grow up and learn social media and learn, you know, YouTube and go through all the pains of growing. They grew up a TikTok page to 1 million followers, and it got banned instantly one time. And now they're on the, you know, they're right back there. They're obviously huge TikTokers, huge on YouTube. He beat me to 1 million subscribers, and they did it in just a matter of months when their channel took off. And I love seeing people succeed, no matter what it is. The YouTube space, the social media space is where I'm home, and that's where I try to push people to grow, because my theory in life is a rising tide lifts all ships. And there's so much hate in this world. My last couple of videos of cutting hay brought out so many haters, and I don't mind hateful comments, but when I'm trying to show our life and show the process, and you know, I say, hey, we just cut 50 acres of hay. It made 291 round bales. It cost $33 per bale to roll those up. That's $9,600, $9,600 that out of my pocket to bale hay that I didn't need. So I'm going to sell it. And there were people just slamming me because we were taking advantage of people, because we're selling it for $45 a bale. I baled it for $33. Why are you selling it for $45? Well, a farm can make a profit. I have to pay for the lease. I'm just covering my expenses barely on this. I'm not getting rich off of cutting my neighbor's hay. And it cost me $9,600 to do it. And people got mad at me and said I needed to donate that hay to 4-H, donate it to FFA, donate it to Lester at I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, donate it to Jason at Cog Hill Farm. Well, first off, Jason and Lester live 8+ hours away from me. They're not coming here to pick up hay. And why would I pay $9,600 to have hay cut on my neighbor's property that I really don't need and give it away? It doesn't make any sense. So, a rising tide lifts all ships. I like to see people succeed. Not everybody feels that way. So, anyways, I think it's time to go to the lake. I'm going to get off my soapbox, quit rambling, and go have some fun. This is the spot to be.
It is. So we're getting lunch, so.
Lunch on the boat.
Good thing I called it in.
All right, picking up lunch. This place is awesome. So we picked up the boat at the merch building. This spot's about 3 miles away. It's the best place for me to get gas in this big boat. And I'm trying to keep them in business because it shut down once recently and opened up under new owners. And I love it.
4837, sorry. I got my numbers backwards.
Okay. Pizza and wings for lunch today. 3 miles from the merch building, 3 miles from the lake. I mean, this store needs to stay in business because I don't like having to pull this thing all the way into town to fill it up with gas at a busy gas station. Dang, girl, can I ride on your boat?
Yeah, I got up easy.
That was a question. Oh, couldn't hear you.
Got no more time for loving you. Ooh. No more pain, no more worries. Got no more time for loving you. No. They're coming to get me tomorrow. Got no more time for loving you. Oh, they're coming to get me tomorrow. Got no more time for loving you. No more pain, no more worries.
I'll try.
How is it?
Hot.
She ain't going nowhere. Well, it's the next day. 6 o'clock p.m., 6:08. I had every intention of having this thing to Brandon's house by about 2:30 after church. Today's Sunday. 6 o'clock. I struggled with this. I charged the battery overnight. That didn't do a lick of good. So I had a couple different small 12-volt batteries off of deer feeders and things that were working. Like the deer feeder was working. Put it on here. It wouldn't pivot. It wouldn't twist. And I worked on it for probably 2 hours. Got drenched in sweat. Tried to figure out everything I could. Finally got mad. Went to Tractor Supply. Bought a brand new battery. Came home. Put it on. Boom. Works perfect. I'm not going to say the day shot, but it did not go as planned. It never does it? But yesterday was fun. Yesterday we had a fabulous day on the lake. I think we got to the lake about 1 o'clock, had pizza, surfed, wakeboarded, swam, let the kids do pretty much anything they wanted to do, hung out, saw some friends, cooked some hot dogs, wakeboarded some more, and stayed out until dark. We didn't get home until almost 9 o'clock last night. And summer is definitely winding down. It's still sweaty season. I've been out here for 5 minutes and sweating through a t-shirt already. I am looking forward to fall. I am looking forward to cooler weather, but I am going to miss the lake. The lake, Houston and I have been, we've been lake guys for a while, and fishing's a little bit different. I did not expect my wife to fall in love with the lake the way she has, since last summer. It started last summer, for sure. She's always been a beach person, but she has fallen in love with the lake, and I'm not mad about it. I love it. We went to the lake probably, I think I saw the sunset 4 times in the last week on the water. I'm not out there all day long. And one of those, Houston and I were fishing a Thursday night bass tournament, which we didn't even make it to weigh in because we caught 2 little dinks and threw them back and said, we're going home. But I did see 4 sunsets on the lake this week. It is a beautiful time of year. The days are starting to cool off just a little bit, but it's not cool yet. But anyways, I'm going to go in, see what the wife's doing for supper, and then try to get this thing over to Brandon's house before it gets dark. All right, made it to Brandon's. If you're not familiar with it, it's Eddie Family Farm. They're on YouTube. That do the same stuff we do, just different. Same thing, but different. It, in fact, did not go anywhere. Brandon has something new. Hang on. I thought he had an orange tractor. This, in fact, is not orange. It's red. But wait until you see it. Tilt it back. All right, we got her locked down. We got her hooked up, greased up. I taught Brandon how to operate everything. He should be able to trim some trees. Instead of standing in that with a pole saw, this will be a heck of a lot safer. Ooh, look at here. Around and around it goes. But I also did mention he had an orange tractor. Well, I think he still has an orange tractor. But this one's red and large. Look at this thing. Yeah, it's a TYM. A TYM 130. The T130. Look at this thing. 130 horsepower tractor. He's got his orange brush hog on the back of it. That's a lot of tractor. I got a 57 and a 58 horsepower tractor. And this thing dwarfs mine. He's going to be able to do some serious work with this. Now, he didn't get this to trim trees. That's just what he's doing with it right now because I feel like this would be a lot safer for him. But Brandon's been getting into the hay business, cutting and baling his own hay and stuff. And I told him, I said, that little M&W baler's going to look funny on the back of this giant TYM tractor.
Yeah, that would be crazy there. Man.
I told my wife, if Brandon pulls that with this 130 horsepower tractor, it's going to look like him pulling a stroller behind his pickup truck.
I think
like, go stand next to that back tire. Yeah, like, those things are almost 6 foot tall.
Yeah, almost 6 foot tall. Like, literally. It's more than a tractor. This is the biggest tractor I've ever operated. This thing's like a spaceship, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff going on in it.
It is a... I've never driven the 130. I sat in them a couple times at the National Farm Machinery Show.
It's got a push button start. It's crazy.
It's wild, dude. That's a big tractor. So you're gonna be cutting and baling hay with it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to cut and bale hay, and like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of the guy that just shoots from the hip, you know. See what happens, you know.
Yeah.
This is our first year. First round went good, just a little bit of breakdowns, and luckily we partnered with TYM but they sent us the biggest tractor, so we'll see what.
Yeah, they don't make them any bigger than this at TYM.
No. This is the biggest one. This is the T130.
This is why you were trimming trees.
Yes, yeah.
Because I bet that tractor's 11 feet tall, something like that.
So yeah, you go back a couple videos, me and my wife's trimming trees, I'm up in the bucket, but that's the reason why, because I'm fixing to, go through there and I don't want to take all that out. But this is definitely going to make life a lot easier, trimming the trees for sure. Better than the way we was doing it.
So TYM offered to let me use one that was one size smaller than this, like the 105 horsepower tractor, I think. And I told him it's just too big. I didn't really have anything I needed one that big for.
Well, honestly, when I told him my tractor wasn't big enough to pull a round baler and stuff, he was like, okay, we'll send you one. And then he messaged back, said, we're going to send you the biggest one we got. I didn't expect, because the one that we had, the orange one, the MX 5500, that was the biggest one in, so that was the biggest one they made in Kubota. But
in that class.
Class. So
yeah,
I mean, I was thinking, something kind of like the one you have.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that semi showed up. I was like, holy cow! And then he's like, "You want to back this off?" I'm like, "All right, let's go."
Give me the keys. Where's the key go? Oh wait, it's push button start.
It took me a minute. I was pretty worried about it for a second.
Well, it's got everything you're going to need. It's got lights all the way around it. You can bale hay all night long if you needed to.
So literally, we brush hogged last night, and it was dark. But this thing's like a spaceship.
Yeah.
The,
your brush hog's a little undersized for it, but I guess it works.
That's the reason why I was making sure this slip disc wasn't seized up.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid.
Yeah. Well, I call them a brush hog. That's a brand. Your rotary cutter's only rated for a certain horsepower range, and this is way above that probably, but you're not, if you're just mowing grass, you're not going to tear it up.
Yeah, I think the biggest ones was probably about an inch or so we went through. The other ones, I've got a rock bucket I use.
Pop them out of the ground.
I use them for all kinds of stuff. That's what they're supposed to be used for.
Well, I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Put it to use.
It's awesome. We'll see how it goes.
New TYM brand ambassador. Since I left them, somebody else had to pick up the reins and take over. I guess.
When I seen your video, I was like, "Uh-oh." When I was already talking to him, I was like, "Well, that might be the reason why."
It's like you dating my ex-girlfriend.
That ain't no joke. That's exactly what I told my wife. I'm like, they went with me because Daniel left them.
Well, they never gave me one this big, but I really didn't ask. I didn't need anything this big. I live in the timber and the trees and the brush, and I'd have knocked all the pretty off of this thing.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'm kind of baby it.
Well, made it home from Brandon's. Long day. Things have taken a lot longer than I planned on. I was trying to have that over to his house about 2:30, and nothing goes as planned some days, and that's okay. But I think Brandon will put that tree trimmer to good use, and I'm a little blown away by the size of that T130. That's a lot of tractor. Good luck, Brandon. He will be able to cut, rake, and bale a lot of hay with that tractor, and I think it's just on a temporary basis just for hay season, just doing some demo stuff with it for now, and I think he's got an actual decent smaller size tractor that's more fitted to his size of operation coming in the future. So we'll see, but I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him, and like I said earlier in the video, a rising tide lifts all ships, and it's something he's been working on for quite a while, so I'm happy for him. But anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.